So this was a really interesting topic that my friend Samay mentioned to me. I thought it was really interesting because he kind of mentioned how teams like Houston Rockets, they're trying to use sabermetrics and advanced metrics, which tell us that the most efficient shots to take are either beside the rim because they're higher percentage shots, or behind the arc because they're worth more points. Um, so in their eyes, that kind of means that the mid-range game is a lost cause, and that you don't need it at all. So I wanted to see like if is that really the case. So I looked through Basketball Reference to try to filter through stats, find out give me something to work off of, and I spent a couple hours doing that, and I actually didn't find anything conclusive. Um, I'll tell you my personal theory, but I'll kind of explain what my rationale was when looking through it. I thought the most telling stat to me was the filtering by field goals made, because even though efficiency is typically what more people look at now, I think it's a better mid-range shooter makes more than 25 mid-range jumpers a season. And if you looked at just efficiency, it was people who took in the low 20s or high teens even that had the best efficiency in those kind of shots. So I decided to filter by field goals made, and the top 15 in that category include DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, Harrison Barnes, CJ McCollum, Kyrie Irving, Chris Paul, Marcus Morris, Devin Booker, Klay Thompson, LaMarcus Aldridge, Paul George, and Marc Gasol in that order. Of those players, only 5 of them, Melo, Anthony Davis, Barnes, Morris, and Booker, did not make the playoffs. So I was thinking like that was a pretty telling stat, but I also thought that was a pretty shallow way to look at things. Teams there are teams like the Houston Rockets and Boston Celtics who won a lot of games. I think they both won over 50 this year. However, they barely have anyone that ranks in the top 50 in mid-range jumpers made. Isaiah Thomas is 47th, and James Harden is 48th, ironically enough. I was able to find that every team except the Celtics, Rockets, and Milwaukee Bucks had multiple guys in the top 100 in this category, though. There are just so many factors to consider that I just decided I think it'll be better to write an article about it, but I just wanted to get my early thoughts out before. So my philosophy is just that the mid-range game is still necessary just because it gives your defense more it gives the opposing defense more spots on the court that they have to worry about. If you can send out extra bodies around the three-point line and then just have 2 big guys waiting in the paint, that's pretty easy defense to play, and you can put that with almost anyone. I would say guarding that mid-range game, having to guard those extra spots on the court, though, will probably make a drastic difference. This is only speculation. Probably when I do my article and look through more numbers, I'm probably going to have to include a few tables in there too. Hopefully that tells us more concrete answers.